Hey guys, Dowsing Magic here, and which one of these is fake? Just kidding, neither of them. They both have the hollow foil stamp, but I bet you know where I'm going with this. They're the flip cards, and one of them was the incorrectly printed one, and one was the correct printed one, so one uses the wrong paper. How do you tell them apart? Well, first we're going to start with how cards are printed. So here's a clue. Rip it in half, it's one ply of paper, I just rip the paper in half, simple as that. And if you take a normal card, anything normal thickness at all, like for example a Theros Mountain, boom, you get the blue glue right there. Hopefully you can see that my camera is not amazing. But yeah, it's a line of blue right there. And they print the front, and then they print the back, and then they glue them together. Real simple. So the other way that you can tell that a card is real, really at all, I mean this kind of does reach into counterfeiting a little bit, is to shine a really bright light with them, or through them, not with them. Let's take one I ripped in the first take that I screwed up. So this one, you can see, it's a very distinct blue pattern. I don't know if my camera's picking that up all that well, but let's see. Yeah, I mean you can see it. It's got a texture to it. It has a slight blue, tint, I guess. And then if you take a clue, it's not going to look like that. It basically, you could just see the back through it. I mean, look at that. It's there you go, Magic the Gathering, or Friday Night Magic, it says. Whatever, so you can see it's one ply. They print the front, they run it through, print the back. That's how tokens are made. And they're on, I think, maybe thicker paper, but it does feel noticeably lighter than a normal card. Now, it's under a gram, so my scale can't actually weigh it. But here we go. Here's the problem. I can already tell this is the real one just by looking at it, but that's because I look at a lot of cards. So this one, okay, it has the texture. It's blue. There you go. And then this one, nope. It looks, whoops, just like a token. Just like that. It goes right through and it's white. So if I can get them right next to each other, maybe that would be something. Yeah, look at that. Sorry, I keep holding it off camera. It's blue, and then not, and texture, nothing. Now the other thing is, if you don't have a really bright light, all you really have to do is look at the edges. Now there's no way this camera's going to pick it up. I mean, you'd need, even the human eye has trouble with this, but you can look at the top edge or the corner and say, okay, this is one ply, and this is two ply. Actually, I just got that backwards, I think. Oh no, I didn't, no. Yeah, and the funny thing is they're about the same thickness. This is actually thinner paper, but it's two of them glued together, and this is thicker paper, but overall, this one's noticeably lighter. I mean, if you're really, really used to dealing with cards, you'll know that. So that's how you test it, how you identify it. So how did this happen? Now that's where it gets interesting, because like I said, it's the front, it's the back, and then they glue it together. So obviously they have mountains of these, mountains, huh? They have piles of these backs ready to be glued to a card. But then when it comes to tokens, they just simply run them through twice. They just print front and back. So somebody must have screwed up the instructions, I guess. It's not like they haven't made flip cards before multiple times, and they just printed it back to back without gluing it. They just ran it through again and printed it again. And then they, I guess, lied about their mistake to Wizards, or they themselves didn't catch it, because obviously at a certain point they changed it. They did this, but maybe they ran out of this paper and just ran enough on this and tried to pass it off, and then Wizards caught them. I mean, nobody really knows what happened, like, in the background, but it's certainly interesting. So somehow, instead of printing these separately and then gluing them on, they just ran the paper through twice. I mean, that's a really big mistake if you think about it. Like, I used to work at a printing facility. If we pulled something like that, oh, we're fired. And honestly, it would be the salespeople or the engineers. It wouldn't be us workers. So yeah, that's how you determine if they're, I keep wanting to say fake, but they're not fake. That's how you determine if they're the misprinted one or not, and that's what they look like, and that's how I think it happened. So, hooray for the quality standards at the printer. I'll see you guys next video.